So what's up, guys? This is Ninja on a Ninja, and I want you to check this out because basically, um, Trump and he wants to push regulations down, and he wants to remove audits and get rid of checks and balances and whatnot. And I will admit there is at some point it's okay because I know some people out there want the best for their customers, but there is a lot of people out there that are just businesses and they're just looking for they're just trying to get laid. They're trying to get a dollar. You know what I'm saying? And so it's those guys that we're trying to look out for. And unfortunately, as we protect you from the darker demons, we cut the lighter demons. And we know this because it happens on the left with the healthcare and whatnot. They have all these rules and regulations and loopholes and loops you gotta jump through in order to get accepted. I know because I've had a brain tumor, a surgery that was botched, that was fucked up, and a stroke, basically, and still I'm not approved. And I've been fighting since fucking forever. And I've been fighting for a long time. So I know firsthand that the left, basically, I'll say in some places, because again, like, some places it's really fucking impossible to get help, and other places they're like handing it out kind of deal. So it really depends. But understand they're gonna cut some of the good and honest people while they're keeping the predators out. And we tend to see, at least to my experience, the left has a lot of it and the right doesn't have enough. From my experience, like it seems the rich get richer, whereas the poor get poorer. Basically, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyways, with that, keep in mind, Trump wants to make it worse, and this video is proof. Basically, so check it out.
This is going to be a good story. So for almost a month, this homeowner has had little to no water pressure. So they called the builder, and the builder sent out Walcon, which is in charge of the plumbing. And they said, nope, not our fault, it's the landscaper. So then the homeowner told the builder, and the builder called out the landscaper. So the landscaper came out and said, no, it's definitely the plumbing. It has nothing to do with us. So then the homeowner told the builder called Walcon. Walcon came back out and said, fine, if it's not the landscaper, then it's the city's fault. So the homeowner told the builder. The builder actually called the city to try and figure this out. For some reason, Walcon was sent back out, and they decided to go ahead and change the pressure reducing valve. So they went ahead and changed that, didn't test anything, and left. After they changed it, the homeowner realized they now have no water pressure. Nothing works. All the lines vibrate and nothing works.
So real quick, he says no testing was done. That means that the homeowner didn't insist on tests either. Just saying.
So they called the builder, and the builder said, hey, go ahead and call a third-party plumber, and we will actually reimburse you. So they called the plumber. The plumber came over, looked at the main water line, and goes, they installed the pressure-reducing valve backwards. And the homeowner was like, what?
So I want to say real quick, because I've watched this before, the reason why that was probably missed by everybody was because he basically is going to tell the homeowner how easy it is to install and how simple it is to not make a mistake, basically. And that is why the other people that looked at it did look at it, because it's so fucking easy that there's no way they fucked it up, so they overlooked it, basically. So
yeah, and that's weird because it's actually really easy to install. They even put an arrow on it to tell you which direction the water flows. And the homeowner said, Are you effing kidding me? There's actually an arrow? He's like, yeah, right here. So the
And that's
plumber
why they
went ahead
missed
and
it.
fixed that pressure reducing valve and installed it the correct way so water would flow the correct way. And guess what? It solved all their issues. Fixed everything. That was the problem. They did not know how to install a pressure reducing valve that had an arrow to show which direction it goes.
It was just an accident because they're just speed running it, basically. And this is the problem with, like, making homes too fast. In the Trump era, I don't think this home's going to be worth much.
Now the homeowner was very confused.
They're going to still charge you as much for your other homes, right? You're still going to pay $1 million, but this house is probably worth half that or a quarter of that, because that's probably the amount of effort put into these houses. So
how this was possible, and that's because she thought Walcon was actually sending out a licensed plumber to try and fix her plumbing issues.
doesn't matter.
But that's not how it works. The builder is going to hire the lowest bid subcontracting company. That subcontracting company is going to hold the license. They are then going to hire low wage, low experienced employees. Those are the people that are coming out to your home. Those are the people that are building your home.
I mean, technically, it doesn't matter. But what's it called? I would say, because out here you have to you have to prove yourself. Basically, you can't be just some dude like Jim's plumbing and open up a business. You have to, it's regulated. It's very well regulated. So it's very hard to get into it, but it's hard to fake it, basically, as well. So,
and this is why I always find dozens and dozens of violations on every home. This is why the stucco is never installed correctly.
You'll fix some holes in the wall.
yeah, that's crazy.
I knew it too.
This is why all the welds are broken. As you can see, they did not properly repair it. All they're doing is trying to hide the damage.
Yep.
I moved the fixed section of the door, which exposed more damage even behind their patch. Now you bought $1 million, $500,000 new build. You shouldn't be getting refurbished crap. This is why the trusses aren't properly installed.
See that? No penetration whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's sure not doing much. And this gap is way too big.
This is why your pressure reducing valve is installed backwards and you have no water. This
Oops. Okay. So basically, that that sums up exactly why we can't trust Trump and his idea of regulations is trying to get you to pay more. That you just seen why you pay more. Because why the fuck they're gonna pay? You know, if I get you to build a house for $5, I'm gonna do that. If I could turn around and sell the house for $250,000 or $1 million, right? And I got away with it. I paid this dude $1 I sold what he made for $1. You know, I paid him $1 to make it, and then he made it for me. And then I turned around and sold the house. You know, I'm selling his work for hell of money. Like that third man issue is really fucked up. Like I don't know, dude. Like it's really, if you think about it, if you really think about it, like plumbers or just homemakers in general, because they have to have plumbers and cutters and all this shit is tied to it. Like these middlemen basically have ruined the world, really, if you think about it. Because there's like again, just the homeowners. If they build the house, right, and then they go and build the house for hella cheap, right? It's it costs for like I don't know, like 100,000 to make the house, right? Because like all this and that and this and that, this and then this and that, and then they're trying to sell the house for $1 million, but it didn't cost $1 million to make. You know what I'm saying? And I understand supply and demand, and I understand the cost is higher because where you want to live. But like, come the fuck on, dude. Like, you are doing too much, bro. Doing too much. People are willing to pay for it, but people really need a place to live. You know what I'm saying? And you're taking advantage of people and what they want. It's like fast food. It wasn't as bad as it is now. Basically, well, I don't know for a fact if that's the truth or not, but I'm willing to say that I don't think it was as bad as it is now. Meaning, you not necessarily could have lived off of it, but like now it's like, what the fuck kind of food is this? Basically, it's because people weren't thinking about it. It's just just food tastes great, boom, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it was for a while. And for some reason, it got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And probably because no one rang the bell. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm ranting. So that's all I want to say. Trump and his way is basically like, I understand good people are gonna get hurt with these regulations and whatnot, but it's keeping companies that exist just to make money in check. You know what I'm saying? Because without these money hungry places being rules and regulated, that means they have no rules, they have no regulation, and they can do what they want. And we've seen what they've done to like McDonald's and shit. And now people are getting fat and dying at like their heart gets clogged at like 30. You know what I'm saying? Because of the food that they're making and providing and whatnot. We see how bad it is. And now we're letting them, what's called, regulate our homes and our houses and all that shit. No, no. Like, this is too much. It should never have been, diet. And now it's our home. It's too much. It's too much. But anyways, take it real, keep it, have a good end. Peace.